Hey, now I'd like to bring in from Bianco Research, President Jim Bianco. Jim, it's also a great day for crypto, but you know, what's interesting, I thought when initially coming into the week, or over the weekend, there would be some pressure in this infrastructure bill. They're talking about going after reporting and taxes rather with respect to crypto. Why is it up today?
Well, I think that the one proviso in the infrastructure bill is that the rules don't take place till 2024. So we now have another year that the regulators have to actually write the rules. And given the enormous speed, the breakneck speed of innovation in this space, by 2024, Charles, I don't even know if what they wrote and passed on Friday will even apply anymore, let alone raise any money, because things could be so radically different. So I think the crypto space is looking at it and going, that's a problem for 2+ years out in the future. We'll worry about that another day.
Is there a catalyst for today's move other than just the continued momentum?
No, I think that that's largely it, is that it is the continued momentum, and there is more talk about adoption, especially in the metaverse space, where every day we get more stories of institutional investors, businesses, social media like Reddit, and they're all talking about moving into the space. Very few people are talking about leaving the space or pushing back on it. And I think that that's what's got everybody excited, is that more adoption is coming.
Speaking of being excited, at the end of the third quarter, $3.4 trillion cash sitting in household balance sheets, really the most ever. Does this serve as some sort of a backdrop for this market rally? In other words, as long as there's that much cash out there, is this sort of a safety net that keeps this rally on autopilot?
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, to put that cash number in perspective, it's 3 times what it was a year earlier. It's a lot of people didn't spend money during the lockdowns in 2020 and all the stimulus checks, and they've got a giant amount of money in their checking accounts, and it's showing up, I think, in one of 2 ways. Most of it is held by the wealthy. They're putting it into the stock market. That's why you're seeing the stock market relentlessly rally, and the rest of us are buying stuff. And that's why we have a supply chain choke, because the supply chain is running as fast as we can.
Right.
You know, when you give people money, they're going to do something with it, and that might be higher stock prices, buy more stuff, cause inflation, or in this case, both.
I love how humble you are. You said the rest of us instead of just saying, yeah, I'm in the 1%.
Well, I'm buying stuff too, Charles.
Okay. I got a minute to go. Something else you posted on Twitter that I want to ask you about, because I thought it was brilliant. It was a chart of congressional approval, and interesting enough, the only time it spikes is when all the free money is going out. So does this mean, I don't know how they would pull it off, that there could be another round of stimmies ahead of the midterm elections?
Yeah, that chart does show that Congress can buy love. The only time its approval rating goes up is when they send money to people. And then as soon as the checks hit their bank accounts, which we were just talking about, then their approval rating starts going back down. So now that they know what need to do to get their approval rating up, the question is whether or not they will do it next year. I think it's going to be a very difficult pull in order to get that to happen next year, considering how hard it is to get any of these Build Back Better bills and everything else across the finish line right now.
Yeah, I got to tell you, with some of my relatives, I feel like I'm a member of Congress when it comes to that stuff. All right, Jim, thank you so much, my friend. Great stuff as usual.
Thank you.